we're going to do a radio ad that Glenn Beck did in 1986 when he was a zookeeper as a zany DJ. Now, look, he's a young guy at that point. He's 23 years old. And he loves radio, started in radio, so I get it. That's how it works. But nonetheless, it gives you a sense that this guy was into antics for a long time. He's just chosen a different field in this day and age. Let's watch the video and have some real fun.
The new Y95 Morning Zookeepers, Glenn Beck and Tim Hattrick.
We told our bosses right up front, we don't need gimmicks to sell the new Y95. We've got a better mix of music, great DJs who don't yak too much, plenty of easy contests for you to win lots of free money, and more continuous music. Plus the new Morning Zoo with us, Glenn and Tim. Y95 airborne traffic and report. Special zoo guests. Yeah, you never know who will drop in. So hey, with all that to offer on the new Y95, who needs gimmicks?
The new Y95 means music and very few gimmicks.
He's always been a clown, okay? And look, there's plenty of place for that in America, okay? This country needs clowns too. But he just took his zany zoo antics and turned them into politics. And then he still has the monkeys running around and all the different gimmicks, and then he doesn't even really know what he's talking about. Here, let me do two things for you. One, I'm going to give you his former co-host. You see that the guy that was in that video, Hattrick. His quote, and then I'll go ahead and show you what he said on Katie Couric's program. That goes to show you he doesn't really have an ideology, which I guess you could spin it in a positive way, but it's mainly because he doesn't have much going on up here and doesn't really care, right? So anyway, so here's his former co-host on Glenn Beck. Beck never grew close to Hattrick, and this is according to a Salon piece that's out, so I'm quoting Salon here, who thought his new partner was talented but full of himself and incapable of thinking anything but radio and ratings. Now quoting Hattrick, Beck lived, ate, drank, and breathed radio. It was impossible to talk to him about anything without a reference to how to bring it into the show. I never saw any evidence that he could turn it off. Now so far I think, well, that's good. He cares about his job, and and he's motivated and he's an entertainer. There's nothing wrong with that. He continues. In that sense, he was a one-dimensional person, but he was great at being a grandstanding, pompous idiot and shaking the brushes for attention. Now, look, I don't know the internal politics of those two and how they had a falling out, et cetera, but the part that certainly rings true is shaking the brushes for attention. Like, here I am, woohoo, here's a chimp, oh, here's a communist, here's a Marxist, woo, right?